read this problem once again, guys, and let's solve it, okay? Let's go ahead, do that one in here. Anne-Marie, go ahead. Please read the problem again.
For the following exercises, use the graph in figure 8, which shows the profit Y in thousands of dollars of the company in a given year T, where T depends on the number of years since 1980.
Thank you. All right, so as you may notice in here, Y is a profit in thousands of dollars, right? Once again, when you say 150, that means $150,000 in profit, okay? And the T in here is, it says, number of years since 1980, right? So for example, then 25, that means 25 years after 1980, or since 1980, that means it's year 2005. Okay, on how to find the linear function where Y depends on T, the number of years since 1980, right? Let's go in here. What is X and what is Y? So we just said a while ago, the X is, the T is the independent variable, right? And the Y, or the profit, depends on it, right? Now, let's choose 2 points for such, right? So in here, what are the 2 ordered pairs that we need to choose in here? So let's see. Let's find this one in here. What is that point over there? Okay, Civilite, do you think is that point over there? What is the what's the T and the Y value for such? 15 and 150. Very good, right? So this is 15, 150. All right. And this one, right? Let's choose the other point in there as our second point. Emma, what do you think will that point be?
That point, 25.
25. Very good. What's the Y value?
The Y value,
450. Very good, right? So we're gonna use those as our, once again in here, first point, second point. Are we good, guys? Right. Now, what do we do with that? Step number 3. Thomas, let's read that one. Let's find the slope for that one, right? So in here, we can do the formula, y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1 for the slope, right? Or, I would say we can just draw it in here. Let's draw it in here, right? So from here, let's draw a right triangle. Good. Let's count the slope. How many on the rise? Let's count. 6. And the skip is by what? 50, right? Very good. So 6 by 50, so what's that?
300.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 50? 300. Very good. So that's 300 as our rise. What's our run? Let's count from here to there. Count.
10.
1 and 2. So that'll be what? Run of 10. Good. So with that being said, therefore in here for our slope, rise over run. Rise over run is equal to, what's that again?
30 over
300 over 10, right? Very good. Or yes, very good. 30, Madeline. Right. Get it? Okay. And we can interpret that one as what? What's the interpretation for such? What does it mean by 30 in here? Anyone? How do we interpret the 30? Is it increasing or decreasing?
increase.
Increasing, right? So we can interpret it as what? Increasing by how much? $30,000. I put in here 30K every what? Year or yearly. Get it? So let's put in here. What's the equation again? Y is equal to, what's our slope?
30.
30, right?
T.
T. But we're not yet done. After that, let's use the what? In this case, we cannot use the point slope form, but we can use the what? Oh, no, we cannot use the slope-intercept form, but we can use the point slope form, right? I would say let's choose the 15,150 for such, right? Let's put it in here like such. So what's that gonna be? Y minus, what's our Y1?
15. Or
150, right? Yeah. Y minus 150 is equal to our slope, 30. X minus
15.
50. There we go. Right? Okay, what's next for us to do in here? Cecilia, what do you think? Distribute 30 in here, right? So that's going to be what? 30x minus, what's 30 times 15?
450.
450, very good. Is equal to what's in here? Y minus 150. We want to solve for y, right? Logan, what's next?
Add 150.
Add 150 both sides, correct. Very good. So here it is. Cancel. Y is equal to then 30x. What's this? 2 on your calculators, all right? Kaden, what's that? Negative 450 plus 150.
That would be 300.
Negative 300. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so let's put it in here like such. 30t minus 300. How we go? Okay. Get it? Next, in here, find and interpret the y-intercept, right? So what do you mean by this negative 300?
In 1980, they were $300,000.
Very good, right? In 1980, when did start? When it did start, right? In 1980, there were, or the profit, loss actually, right? Not actually profit, but loss was how much? $300,000, right? We can say sometimes this is called in economics is called the what? Capital, right? It might have been, it's still cashing out those for the capital. It's not gaining profit yet during the time of 1980s, right? But there's a point that it actually break even, right? When you say break even, the profit and the loss are just the same, right? And then it started to gain traction for profit. How we do?